Hey, what you say? What you say? It's DJ Modi here from What You Say Radio, back at you again. Hey, appreciate y'all tuning in, locking it in right here on Hot Station What You Say Radio. Make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. And as a matter of fact, in this video, we are going to talk about a little bit about the Epstein files, the Epstein case, the Epstein client list that has not been released and is now being said or reported that there is no Epstein client list, and so it never was. And all this is based off of this is one of Trump's sticking points in his campaign when he was running, that he would release the Epstein files, the JFK files, and the MLK files. And so recently, yesterday, the Department of Justice, Pam Bondi, came back and said there is no client list, and the information that's been leaked, or not even leaked, that's been given to the public regarding any Epstein files, that's all the information that there is. And so, to a lot of Trump supporters that supported him during the election, they feel like they've been let down. Um, the information that they were promised, they didn't get, they didn't receive. And so there's trust issues now, because there's now the feeling of a lack of transparency. And one of Valuetainment a founder, Patrick Bet David, he is an avid Trump supporter. He's voted for him the last three elections, and he has sounded the horn and let Trump basically know that this is a big letdown for him, and that yeah, one of the biggest letdowns. And so, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the story. Patrick Bet David went on to Fox News to talk about it and share his feelings about the story. And here he is right here. Let's listen.
Valuetainment founder Patrick Bet David is here. All right, PBD, what did you think when Trump said, nah, Epstein's old news?
You talking about Epstein?
Yeah.
I think good to be back on with you, buddy. But this is what I will tell you: the number one trending hashtag right now on X is Epstein. 2 million people have tweeted with the topic of Epstein. Number two is Nicki Minaj at 100,000. Comey's at 42,500. There is a reason why people are asking about this. This is by far, and I'm a supporter. 3 times I voted for this man. This is by far the biggest fumble of the administration they've had thus far. And here's the reason why. If you remember pre the president winning, he had a conversation with Fox News, the great Rachel Campos Duffy, and she asked, Mr. President, 9/11, yes. John F. Kennedy, yes. Epstein, he didn't say yes. He was a little bit hesitant of bringing that information out. Why? So why does his leadership team go out there and like, we have this information and we're going to release this and cash? And let me tell you what we have with Pam Bondi out of the state of Florida. She knew everything about Bondi, about Epstein. Why are you fumbling this? Why are you not having an emergency meeting together to conversate and say, hey, we're going to be on the same page with messaging on this? All you have to do is send a message to everybody, say, God, let's have a conference call. Here's what we're going to be saying about this, because this was a very important issue to not 80% of the voters that voted for President Trump, but I think 20% of the voters wanted to know what's going to happen with Epstein, and it's a big letdown. I totally get the big victories. Tariff, $300 billion valuation this year of how much money is going to come from tariffs. Last year, the government only got 80 billion or so. That's like a company increasing their valuation by 4x. Massive victory. The stuff that's going on with, different areas we're winning. What happened with, Iran, the back and forth, the conversations. I think this was the biggest fumble when it came down to Epstein. And the more they answer like that, the more attention you're going to draw to. People are going to ask, why are they so nervous about this? What do you know that the rest of us don't know? If it's just the fact that you want to hold people blackmail, is that the relation between everything? Everyone's read the stories. It's not like we don't know what it is. It's not like the only thing people watch nowadays is Fox. People watch Twitter. People go X. People go CNN. People go ChatGPT. People know what happened with this guy. But my biggest suggestion, let's not have another fumble like the one we just had here, because this was the biggest fumble by the administration.
Well, let's get to one of the other hot stories. And I'm not talking about Nicki Minaj, although I am going to check out what's going on with Nicki after this break. we're talking about James Comey and Brennan, two of Obama's top intelligence guys, CIA, FBI, now under investigation, potentially lying to Congress, a conspiracy with regards to the Russia hoax. How does that play out?
Well, I mean, look, we all know who Comey is. This guy is a very, very dangerous man of what he did to America during the time going after the president, the amount of things that he did of dividing the country, and then you go put the 86. We already know what his profile is, and then just recently finding out what happened with Diddy, and his daughter was tied to it, and we followed that one. And then Brennan, you know where these guys are at. I love the fact that finally we're getting to the bottom of finding out what happened. A lot of people are interested to see what happened here, their interference, but they're also interested in other issues. Jesse, you do a phenomenal job. You know we love you. The only suggestion I'm making to the administration, I'm not making any friends today. Normally when I come, I give a very positive message. My only suggestion, no more fumbles. You're having the greatest start ever as a president. There's going to be Nobel Prize, but a lot more than that. I believe he has a shot at going down as one of the greatest presidents of all time and competing for some of the top 5 type of lists. But we have to have an emergency meeting and saying collectively, no more fumbles. We got to go.
All right.
And I'm glad that Patrick Bet David got back on the point of Trump kind of letting uh, voters down, people that supported him during his campaign, and there's a little bit of lost trust there, and so he has to pick the bag back up and or pick the ball back up and continue running. During this time or what have you. And so another thing a lot of people, a lot of Trump supporters are calling for is for the Department of Justice Pam Bondi to be fired because she kind of sensationalized the story, the Epstein files, and she was going to release information, the client list. So she said it was sitting on her desk. Some people misinterpreted it as the client list was sitting on her desk, and then she tried to come back yesterday and said what she meant was the files were sitting on her desk, not a client list. And Trump tried to deflect and tried to stick up for her in saying that we're still talking about Epstein. Why is everybody so focused on Epstein? And so he tried to deflect in that situation, which kind of didn't make him or her look good. So let's check this out.
Controversy over the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking investigation. As ABC's Andrew Dimbert reports, President Donald Trump says he's ready to move on, but some are asking questions about an alleged Epstein client list that the Justice Department now says does not exist.
The Trump administration pushing back against calls to fire Attorney General Pam Bondi over her handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years.
A Justice Department report this week revealed the accused sex trafficker did not keep a secret so-called client list, seemingly contradicting Bondi's statement earlier this year that she had Epstein's list in her office.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
Bondi now clarifying that statement, saying she was taken out of context.
My response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well.
I don't know. There she is, kind of reneging and taking it back that, hey, I what I meant was the files, JFK, MLK, Epstein files were sitting on her desk. And she seems a little bit nervous there in her explanation. And so, what do you think? Do you think she's covering up, trying to backtrack? Let me know what your thoughts are.
Well,
the Justice Department report also confirming Epstein died by suicide. Investigators saying the conclusion that Epstein died by suicide is further supported by video footage from where Epstein was housed. But some critics raising questions about that footage, pointing to a jump in the timestamp from 11:58:59 to midnight. Bondi, when asked about the missing minute, said the videotape glitch happens every night and is not a sign of tampering. Still, some Trump loyalists not happy with these explanations.
The only other explanation that I can think of, again, maybe you've got another, is that intel services are at the very center of this story.
Elon Musk also critical, posting, how can people be expected to have faith in Trump if he won't release the Epstein files? President Trump yesterday dismissing the speculation.
We have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
Elon Musk, during a previous feud with Trump, claimed the president was listed in the Epstein files, but Musk later deleted that post. Andrew.
So there you have it, y'all. The Epstein files, a mystery here. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Did the president drop the ball on this one? Is he involved allegedly? Could he possibly be on the list? Is there a list? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment sections. I'd love to hear back from you. And as always, please, again, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps the page grow. I appreciate y'all always tuning in. Hey, have a great rest of your evening. Don't be good, be great. DJ Mo D, I'm signing out. Peace. What you say?